Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rayhan Racha Wicaksana, and in this occasion, I will be presenting the project 2. And this project is for classroom management class. So moving on, in here we have an outline, which the first one is teaching tolerance. Second one is helping student handle anger, frustration, and aggression. Third one is disruptive behavior, and the last one is problem solving. So moving on into the first one, we have teaching tolerance. Teaching tolerance is essential in building a classroom that respects every student's identity and uniqueness. A tolerant class supports diversity by promoting empathy, fairness, and understanding. Teachers play an important role by modeling inclusive behavior, encouraging respectful discussion, and integrating various cultural perspectives into learning materials. These efforts help students feel accepted and safe to participate in learning. So and then we have helping student handle anger, frustration, and aggression. Managing emotion like anger or frustration is a challenge for many students, especially when they face personal struggles. Teachers can support them by teaching emotional awareness, creating safe space for expression, and guiding them through claiming strategies. Introducing consistent routines and clear expectation helps to also help students develop emotional control. A compassionate approach can reduce aggressive behavior and improve the classroom atmosphere. Next, we have disruptive behavior. Disruptive behavior disturbs learning and this can lead to tension in the classroom. These behaviors might include shouting, moving without permission, or distracting peers. To prevent this, teachers need to set clear behavioral rules, apply fair consequences, and stay consistent in their response. Understanding the cause behind the disruption and offering solution through communication often leads to more positive changes than punishment alone. So moving on into the part 2, we have the problem 1. Ms. Johnson is a five grade teacher who has been teaching for over 10 years. This year, she has a student named Alex who frequently displays aggressive behavior. Alex often interrupts lessons, talks back to the teacher, and sometimes even becomes physically aggressive toward his classmate. Mrs. Johnson has tried various strategies to manage Alex's behavior, such as setting clear rules and consequences, positive reinforcement for good behavior, and speaking with Alex privately to understand the root of his aggression. However, despite her efforts, Alex's behavior has not improved significantly. So the question is, what classroom management technique can Mrs. Johnson implement to address Alex's aggressive behavior? Provide at least 3 specific strategies and explain how each one could help improve the situation. So, anyway, the answer. Alex often show aggressive behaviors like interrupting the class, talking back to the teacher, and even physically hurting classmates. Despite previous efforts, the situation has been improved much. So the three strategies to solve the problem is the first one is develop a behavior intervention plan or BIP. A personalized BIP can help identify patterns in Alex's behavior. The plan should include specific behavioral goals, consequences, and rewards. This strategy ensures that teacher has a structured way to track progress and respond consistently. Second one, we have restorative conversation, which having a regular one-on-one discussion with Alex allows him to reflect on how his action affect others. It also help build trust relationship, making it easier to talk about underlying emotion like frustration or even insecurity in Alex's side. So the third strategist is involve school and counselor or mentor. Connecting Alex with a trusted adult in the school, such as counselor or a mentor, gives him a safe outlet for expressing difficult emotion. This external support can reinforce the teacher's effort and provide additional guidance outside the classroom. So moving on into the problem number 2. Mr. Smith is a 7th grade math teacher who has noticed that several students in his class frequently engage in off-task behavior during lesson. These students often daydream, chat with classmates, or use their phone instead of focusing on their work. Despite Mr. Smith's attempts to redirect their attention and provide engaging activities, the problem persists, and this off-task behavior is disrupting the learning environment and affecting the overall performance of the class. So the question is, what strategies can Mr. Smith use to increase on test behavior and decrease of test behavior? Provide at least three specific strategies and explain how each one could help address the issue. So here we have the answer. The three strategies that Mr. Smith can use for this problem is the first one is use active and varied teaching method. Boring or, boring or repetitive lesson can cause students to lose focus. Mr. Smith can redesign his lesson using interactive activities such as group discussion or even role playing or even playing a games to maintain the student engagement. The second one is create structured routines and transition. Establishing consistent routines helps students understand what expected of them every stage of the lesson. Time tests, visual schedules, or countdowns can prepare them to stay on the task and reduce downtime. And the final one is use random participant and sitting rotation. Calling on student randomly using name sticks can keep everyone alert. Changing seats regularly can also reduce chatting between the close friend and refresh class dynamic. This case, it can also help the student pay more attention to the class. So, and then we have problem three. Mr. Brown is an eighth grade English teacher who is facing challenges with a student named Jake. Jake frequently exhibits disruptive behavior in class, such as talking out of turn, making inappropriate comments, and distracting other students. Despite Mr. Brown's attempts to manage their behavior through verbal warning and setting changes, Jake's behavior hasn't improved. This disruptive behavior is affecting the learning environment and making it difficult for other students to concentrate on their work. So the question is, what specific strategies can Miss Brown implement to manage Jake's disruptive behavior? Provide at least three strategies and explain how each one could help address the issue. So uh, this is the three strategies that maybe solve the issue. First one is create behavioral contract. Jake and Mr. Brown can work together to build a written agreement outlining expected behavior, goals, and consequences. When Jake is involved in setting the rules, he's more likely to follow them. Second one is private check-ins and reflection activities. Frequent short conversation after class can help Jake feel heard and supported. Ms. Brown might also give him a reflection sheet after disruption to help him think about what happened and how to improve. So the last one is assign leadership roles or responsibilities. Giving Jake a meaningful class roles was like such as teacher helper or a timekeeper can shift his focus toward responsibility. Positive attention for responsible behavior may reduce his need to seek negative attention through disruption. So we're moving on to the conclusion. Managing a classroom successfully involves both strategies and empathy. Teachers must guide students toward responsibility while supporting emotional needs. When handled correctly, even the most difficult behavior can lead to positive growth for students, and it also can make a healthier classroom environment. So this is the reference that I use for the slide. All right, I think that's enough for me. Thanks for your attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.